When I go to America, I will work very hard to take care of my family back home. Is one of the many ambitious statements of the citizen of an underdeveloped country. I am glad to say I have had the opportunity to witness the struggles people go through to migrate to our dear America. It is very obvious that we live in a day and age where living an economically sound life is incredibly tiring and difficult in most countries. In some other countries around the world, living a peaceful life without fear of death is even more intricate. Amidst all these sad conditions, countries like the US have emerged as a god that solves the problems people may face when they migrate here. Subsequent to my stay in Ghana for almost a decade and tertiary education here in the US, I decided to become an immigration lawyer with not just the sole notion of making money or to be a superhero to victims facing deportation or other cruel measures against undocumented immigrants, but also to educate the American public on any platform possible as to why immigrants should not be singled out. However, they should be viewed as an integral part of the American society. To commence with, I will present my stand on immigration laws in America by referencing the story of a client I once had, Samia Delawala. Ms. Samia Delawala moved to this country in the year 2002 from Pakistan by merit of her husband's F-1 visa together with her 3 children. Due to marital problems that included physical abuse, she sought a divorce, which was eventually granted to her with full custody of her children, but revoked her visa status. Ms. Delawala, being a hard worker and a responsible mother, put herself through college, then got a job by obtaining a work authorization permit to cater for her 3 children, out of which the 2 of them were still minors. Upon all of this, she was still approached with the seemingly inevitable vice called deportation. To add insult to injury, her eldest daughter could not attend. Her eldest daughter had gained acceptance into 3 Ivy League schools, in addition to many other top-tier schools. But she could not attend because she was ineligible to receive any type of government assistance due to her citizenship status. Granted, Ms. Delawala had her visa voided as a result of her divorce. Did she not pay taxes just like any other US citizen that equally contributes to the betterment of the economy? Nonetheless, live the values that this land defines? Fortunately, after a very long legal battle, Ms. Delawala was granted asylum. Now, looking back at the case causes me to question the American democracy, or so to say, the concept of the American dream. This general belief of the nation is that anyone can access equal opportunity to achieve prosperity by merit of hard work, fortitude, and initiative. Someone may refute this by saying, the American dream is only available to US citizens. But in actuality, what really separates a citizen from an immigrant? In an immigration advocacy reform held back in 2012 by former mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg, and Latin American business tycoon, Ricardo Salinas, Bloomberg said, plenty of native-born Americans, 10th generation here, that work very hard. So I'm not dissing anybody, but on balance, it's no question that people come here, and they come here because they want to live the great American dream, and they don't think it's going to be given to them or that they deserve it. They come with the ethic of wanting to work for it. This discussion came to the conclusion that immigrants are relatively hardworking than the average US citizen, which is very obvious when you actually observe the work of these people. Candidly speaking, there are immigrants who migrate into the US with intentions that contradict the acts of the general population of immigrants. And it's right to serve people as such justice when it's due. However, the negative impact of those very few people cannot be used to categorize the whole population of immigrants as criminals. Instances such as the September 11th attacks and even the recent Orlando mass shooting at the gay club showed us how immigrants or children of immigrants can be lethal, or so to say evil. But again, That is not the case for the general population. Moving forward, we must view immigrants, whether documented or undocumented, as resourceful additions to our society. They are not our foes. It must be noted that united we stand and divided we fall. Our common identity as a nation is success and peace. So as long as immigrants or citizens alike value this belief, we are indeed one nation under God. I will conclude by quoting the words of the former U.S. Senator of New Mexico, Jeff Bingham. I support concrete and progressive immigration reform based on three primary criteria: family reunification, economic contributions, and humanitarian concerns. God bless America.